Hi everyone, my name is Raquel Forsgren. Today we're talking about resilience. How do we build it? How do we sustain it? And the second factor in building resilience is composure. And what do I mean by that? It can take on a lot of different meanings, but in our case, it's about effectively managing stress. Stress comes and goes. There are those perceived negative stressors, then there's the really good perceived stressors. It comes at us every day. It's the way our lives are now. It's recognizing the signs of the stress. So it's when something happens to us during the day and we feel it in our body. We don't quite know why we might be getting butterflies or a stomach ache or heart palpitations or tightness in our chest or increased breathing, whatever that is, signs and symptoms, or we start to get a headache or flushed. Our physical body sometimes reacts before our minds can even understand what's happened. If we have the strategies in place to manage the stress, we'll get faster and faster and faster at doing it. So it will have less and less and less of an impact on how we feel during the day. We also have to be aware of our interpretation bias. And what I also mean by that is being conditioned to respond a certain way. Being open to our own biases when we have something happen to us that we might have for a really long time think that that might be negative. Pay attention to that. Be aware of that because it actually might not be. But again, it's all about being curious, right? It's asking ourselves what we're feeling, where we're feeling it in our body, why we might be feeling it. So all of you that are nurses that I'm working with right now, there is a particular technique that I want to talk about and teach you right now to help you build your composure, particularly going between patients. This is one that I've worked with many of you already on, but I thought it would be a great reminder to give to everyone of you that manages patients and that are on that front line every day. So wherever you are, I want you to find a seat because I'm going to have you close your eyes. So find a seat, uncross your legs, get super comfortable in the chair and close your eyes. Feel your feet. All of you know that work with me as a yoga therapist or as a resiliency coach know that I come to the bottom of my feet whenever I need to feel grounded or regroup, whatever it is. Even if I'm standing and I'm giving a presentation, I will feel my toes or feel my heels if I start to get anxious or a little nervous. So feel the bottoms of your feet. Feel the sides, the insides. And I want you to visualize being in a patient room. And I want you to find that particular patient that you may have been working with for the past 2 or 3 years. That patient's been either in and out of the hospital or in and out of the clinic getting infusions. Whatever that is, you've built a relationship with that person. But that person's at a point where treatments may not be an option any longer. And you're having to process that, talk to the patient about there not being any more options and all that entails. Really visualize it. Feel the emotions you're feeling in that moment with that patient, their family. Now I want you to visualize yourself leaving the patient room. For most of you, you need to sterilize out and in before you go in and out of a patient room. So I want you to go to the sterilizer, the antibacterial soap, whatever it is. Visualize it right now as if you're walking to it. Feel both of your feet planted firmly on the ground. Take that antibacterial soap or gel or foam in your hand. Visualize rubbing your fingers together and saying to yourself, I'm letting go. I'm letting go. Or let go. Something that feels normal and natural and organic for you. Take a nice inhale. Let go. Exhale. Go ahead and visualize yourself exiting the room. You're going out into the hallway, you're making your chart notes, you're doing whatever you need to do as you get called into the very next room. And visualize it being a brand new patient, someone newly diagnosed, someone who's got a really great chance of really kicking it and not being sick if they do the right treatments or follow the protocols, whatever they are. Just visualize that patient, fresh, brand new patient. And you have to leave what you just left and walk into a brand new one. Go over to the antibacterial or the gel or the foam. Feel both feet grounded. Take the gel, take the foam in your hand, rub the fingers together or let it dry, whatever your clinic or hospital protocol is. And I want you to set an intention for that new patient. What can you bring to that patient? How can you be your best self walking in that room? And now visualize yourself walking in that room. How does that feel to be completely present for that new patient? The feeling in your body, your mind, your emotions. Softly blink open your eyes. Try that simple technique. When you calculate that all up, and I practice this myself when I work in hospitals and clinics, and I have to go between patients where I'm doing any yoga therapy work or meditations or anything like that. It's about 10 to 15 seconds. That's really literally all it is. It's 10 to 15 seconds where you can reground, let go of the heaviness, of the emotion, of the patient, whatever it is, and start fresh and be present for the next one. It's a way for you to manage your stress during the day, regain composure, and it's also a way that will over time help you generate more energy. Give it a try. I know that it'll work for you.